Today we are going to draw this kind of mushroom. Let's start with the cap of our mushroom. We'll draw a line like this, not too dark, so we can easily erase it later. Right here in this spot, we will carefully make a nice little curve, and then we can draw a perfect semicircle right next to it. This will be the distinctive red and white cap of our iconic Amanita muscaria fly agaric mushroom. Next, moving on to the next step, we draw another semicircle, this time at the bottom, so that it looks roughly like this, something very much like this, but more rounded in shape. Next, we will add the mushroom's central stem, but it is important to remember that usually there is also a distinct part of the mushroom located right here at the very bottom. We will take the time to draw that detail as well to make our drawing complete. So we will mark right here exactly where our mushroom shape will end. So let's take a look. We spend here such a basis. We wipe a little. And somewhere right up around here, we can potentially erase. Then erase. Why? Because usually gravelins grow either in grass or where there is moss. Therefore, we will draw with you in such small strokes. The lush green grass in which our organic mushroom grows now, and the ground on which it actually grows. There. Let's return to the cap. Here we will draw these, the white spots on the fly agaric, but in real life they are more convex than they usually appear, just in drawings, in illustrations. So we make them a little convex on top, so that it's a bit visible. Realism. Now we begin adding the fresh mushrooms in a completely random and spontaneous order. There are never any two spots that are exactly identical, so please feel free to add them however you personally prefer. Done. We shall do exactly the same thing for the bottom section here. At this specific spot, we will add another detail just like this one. For instance, you can see how this mushroom has gradually cracked and weathered over a long period of time. Or perhaps some curious little forest rodent came by and nibbled on it slightly. And we add that in. And now overall, we can finally move on to the next stage of refining our drawing by using a much softer pencil for better shading. For this, as always, just a bit. We erase our sketch a little. And now, we shall begin our journey. Let's start with our white spots. The ones that are raised right on top. We mark them in. There we go. And now we can carefully outline our little mushroom shape from right above. Yes, that sounds like a great idea. Let's definitely add some more right now. Spots. Let us proceed forward. Along the outer outline, we can now add these various cracked, weathered, or slightly nibbled decorative elements, situated specifically around the very bottom base of the mushroom cap. Proceeding in this manner, placing them quite randomly and organically across the surface, and moving forward to the next step, we move on to the mushroom stem, and here too we add you should just carefully mark the entire surface right here, with several small and thin lines to guide your next steps. Somewhat more textured and uneven. Right here in this specific corner, we are going to darken the area just a little bit more, so that a soft natural shadow falls gracefully down from the underside of the mushroom cap. And the primary central stalk of the fungus structure itself. We also carefully incorporate it and place a distinct identifying mark upon it. The texture of the mushroom itself with these roughened lines as well. And here we also darken. And then we add the grass into the scene as well to complete the look. And now here are the very last and final details. Our ground on which the mushroom stands. Besides these simple lines, you can also add some small dots, just to make it look a bit better. Show that it's not perfect. In this case, that's appropriate. In this specific area here too, we will also add a bit of extra surface roughness right on top of the layer. We darken it. We apply a deeper shade to the mushroom cap to make it noticeably darker, so it is clear that it's a distinctly different color. Since this is a fly agaric, well, and here our little mushroom is ready.